There, but I don't know if you can hear me, but I should probably put on my earphones. Um, I know you guys have part questions I can't really read and write at the same time. My favorite quote, I don't know. I've never really thought about that. Let me see. And just to give a heads up for Ronaldo, and those that I see you guys, thanks. But I can't touch the screen, obviously. But my favorite quote, I don't know. Let me see. What's your favorite quote? How about you tell me that first and I'll think about it. 'Cause is it from a movie, from a book? I don't know. Just want to make sure you guys can hear me, right? Can you guys hear me at all? Just want to confirm. Can you guys hear me? I think on my quote. My quote is paying with my money. It's like paying with my emotions. I'm pretty sure you guys probably know where that's from. If we don't, look at that quote on Google. Um, yeah, I'm not really good at speaking off. I guess whatever comes to my mind. Um, but I don't know. I haven't been posting in a while. I just been busy with school, work, and many other stuff, which I don't want to get into right now. But what I can get into right now is, in the past, MRI used to be uploading me playing games here and there. I was having a lot of fun with it, and don't get me wrong, doing all the editing is pretty fun, but very tiresome too. But I really enjoyed it more than I was tired from it, and I wish I would have done it more often. But during the times of me starting my channel, I didn't end up. I couldn't really waste so much time on post stuff because I had my school going on, which I was trying to finish my college courses, my undergrad courses, and then my science courses for my school because I'm trying to get to the nursing program. And so luckily I finished it, and yes, I've already get my associate's degree. I wish I had a long time ago, but when you're young, you don't really think too much about the future. And not that I'm trying to say I didn't want to be anything in the future. No, no, I wanted to be somebody. I just couldn't. I don't know. I just couldn't sit myself down to be able to pay attention to school. Because I'm not sure if you guys had trouble in school too, where you try to pay attention as much as you can, but you just don't get into it. You're sitting down, you're watching, you're hearing your teacher speak, trying to learn the lesson, but eventually you're just like your mind just goes blank and goes somewhere else. Which is why I think that took me a long time for me to finish my school and get my associate's degree. But I'm not gonna be done there. So now that I'm done with that, I try to play games here and there whenever I have time. And it's kind of difficult when you don't have that much, you know. We're because for me I'm already getting to the age where you're just kinda tired, but you still want to play. But knowing you have to wake up at 6 in the morning to get ready for work and go to work. Um, I don't know, we'll see. But I think it has to do with um I think it's just being tired or just maybe I just have a lot going on right now, which is why my mind is not really set to want to play games. But I will soon. But yes, but since I stopped posting videos, I just been going through a lot. Um, I'm okay. I'm good. I'm not doing anything dumb. But mm, yeah, I'm not really a good speaker on this fact. Let's see. I don't know. I just get for me. I just want to finish school. So my main goal right now is I'm going to be starting my nursing school for the registered nurse this September 2nd, and I'm excited for it. They just set my class schedule on the 1st of August, which I'm excited for, and hopefully once I'm done, because with them I wanted to submit some of my courses that I have completed because it would help the school be much more cheaper. But apparently for them, they want your science courses, and I forget which other one they wanted to be within 2 years of finishing it. And if you don't finish it within those 2 years, then you have to take the classes with them. Luckily, the school is not that expensive. With them, it's around. So luckily, with this registered nursing program, it's only 7,000 and some change. And all the other schools that I looked into for the nursing program, I looked into West Coast. Damn, I think it's 120,000 just for an associate's degree. That's like no, like that's like Uncle Sam's second cousin just trying to take all your money. And what else? Yeah, there's another one. I think it's called Chamberlain. And I think that one's, I don't remember how much that one is, but I know my coworkers who told me how much that one is, and it's very expensive. I remember seeing that too. Um, but the school that I'm going to, it's called Northwest College, and that one is only 79,000, and this is for you to take all the classes with them in order for you to pass it. Um, so yeah, their school is $79,000, but you can be able to get financial aid, which from me, I'm only going to be paying $51,000 for the whole RM program. And with their school too, I hear that they have a bachelor's degree, which is, you know, it's for them it's only 24,000, which is not bad. I could have gone to the community college school, but the community college school that I want to go to, apparently they want you to pass this test called the TEAS exam, where in order for you to get into the nursing school. And for some schools, you have to pass by 62%, 63, others are 70%. It depends where you're trying to go. And if you pass that test and you get a high score, then you're automatically going to be able to apply for the nursing school. But if you don't score that high, some schools, like the one I was trying to go to, was a Rio Hondo Community College. That's the school I was trying to go to since the beginning of 2015, since I saw my mind to that school. I've been taking classes and here and there. And, I did have a daughter at 2016. And within there, I was kind of just working more hours. But at the time, I was going to school for medical assisting. And luckily, with the medical assisting, I didn't have to pay anything out of pocket. The school that I went to, they were able to have us go on a trip with them to a job fair. And as we were searching around the job fair, lucky, I believe it was one of our teachers or the staff that was with us spotted from across the how do you say it? From across another site, so it's like another what do you call this thing? From across there's one tent about this thing and another tent what do you call it? Sorry, you guys can't really, like I said, can't really read. I don't want to read the comments because I'm driving. But once I get close to my place, I'll probably see if I can answer the questions. Um, but so like I was saying, so they saw one of the it's called they saw one of this other thing called Ultimate. So it was right across from the tent from the other side we are looking at, and they told us that we're offering a free medical school class. So I applied for it, luckily I got into it and I passed it, and I was able to this idiot driving so freaking fast in my car. Um, so I was able to go to that school, and they told that the top five students that gets chosen, they get to be in their to work at their job, you know. And luckily, they had us take a test with them, which was it consisted of English and math, which I passed it the second time. I forgot which one it was that I didn't pass, but I passed it the second time. I got into it, And then I think the school was only, I think, 7 or 9 months. I can't remember. But at the time, I was working on writing. My daughter was born. It was, and it was kind of difficult at the time because I was the only one working, while my daughter's mother was watching her while she left the house and I'm working. And we were living at her mom's house in the meantime for the time period. It was pretty hard, not gonna lie. It took me a whole year to try to get a job because most jobs they don't want to hire new students. They want someone to have an experience, which they do. How do you expect someone to have experience if um um what was I trying to say? I was trying to, yeah, so it was just pretty hard, honestly. And I'm like, dude, how do you expect people to start getting experience if you don't hire us? Hire somebody in order for us to get that experience. And I'm pretty sure most of you guys too have issues too where you're trying to get a job and say, oh, we want someone with experience. Okay, well then give me that experience. I just finished school. Why can't you give me that experience? It's kind of dumb. So, anyways, um, so I passed that and I was a medical assistant. I started working for the company called what was it? It was first, yeah. So I started working as a temporary staffing unit, and so basically it was a per diem shift. So I was only working for them for with a company called Healthcare Partners, and I started working with them for years. Probably going about what was I saying? Mr. Big, sick and tired. What the hell do you mean? What? Tried? Oh, I can't. I don't want to read. But yeah, like I was saying, so I was um. Well, anyways, I finished. I started working at a place for Healthcare Partners for 2 years, and each couple of like every year or so, they would be switching to another company. So we went from Healthcare Partners, and went to went to DaVita, then Healthcare Partners, and then to United Health Group, and then Optum, which is now Optum. So I've been working there for 7 years, and within those 7 years, I was finishing up school, trying to finish all my classes that I need to get for me to get to the nursing program. And when I finally did, that's what took me a lot of time because one, I was taking care of, my family, I was going to work, I was going to school. So I had so many things going on. I'm not gonna lie, it was troubling. It was pretty hard. And at that time, I was only 21 years at the time when my daughter was first born, and 7 years, and yeah, she's getting older. Um, but yeah, for the school I'm trying to apply to, like I said, I was trying to do it at Rio Hondo, but I ended up there's science courses they require you. I remember that it was anatomy, physiology, chemistry, and psychology, which is no, I'm missing one more. Anatomy, physio, chemistry. There's one more I'm missing. Oh, no, microbiology or biology. I forgot which one it was. And one more is just psychology. So at Rio Hondo, those were the science courses that they had to take. And I ended up taking the TEAS exam this year, but I didn't pass it. I didn't pass it once for this year, and I was so close because for them they want you to score a 62%, but I got a 61%. And they're like, "Come on, dude, just give me that 1% up. It's just 1% different. What is that gonna make it?" Anyways, I was so mad and devastated, and luckily, even if I were to pass it, I wouldn't be able to apply for the Honda because for them, like I said, their classes expire within 5 years, and I took my psychology 5 years ago, and I would have to repeat it again. So that took me back. So I was like, yeah, you know what? It's a good thing I didn't pass it because if I didn't, I probably would have been even more mad where I would have to wait to apply for the school again because for them they had two cohorts starting in the year. One was going to be in April of this year, and the second part was going to be in September. I could have applied for the school, but I didn't get to do it on time because of the stupid test. So they told me that I could wait. I can take my psychology class. This is back in February when I found out I passed it. And they told me I can take my psychology class up until I'm done with that for spring semester. And then I can apply in September. But if I were to apply in September, I will start school until the next year. And what else did I say? Yeah, I suck at talking. Um, what else was I saying? So I would have. So yeah, if I were to have applied for the program in September, I would start school next year and and April or May. But I was like, you know what? No, I would start next year in September. And I was, I'm not gonna wait a whole freaking year to do this prep again. So no, I was like, just kind of quit, and I was kind of like just thinking about school and all the other stuff, which is why, like I said, I haven't been playing my games or posting up anything because of all that. So now I'm at where I finally look around other schools, and luckily I found that school is called Northwest College, and for them it's only $79,000 for their RN program. People are telling me, why don't you go for the LVN program so that we can finish up the school and finish up with 1 year? Like, no, I don't want to do that. I want to make sure I go to school and finish it up within 2 years of going for the RN program because one, I can't be able to stop working. So with this RN program, I'm gonna be only working 1 day out of the week. So second, and like I said, at Northwest College, their starting school is gonna be no. What I was gonna say is that for them, passing rate for the TEAS exam is gonna be around 60%. And I told the guy when I went to the info session, I asked him, "Hey, excuse me, since I already passed my TEAS this year, I got a 61%. Do I have to take it again?" Yes, you have to take it with us and get a 60% or higher. And I'm like, dude, that's pretty stupid. Like in my head, I'm telling him, obviously. I'm just kind of mad, like, dude, why am I gonna retake it again if I already passed it? Well, it's so stupid. And I was already annoyed that test because one, you had to, because one, you have to, you have to study for the TEAS. On the TEAS, it comes up with English, which is like reading, and it comes up with math, which is like algebra, and I think some of geometry. And then you have your science portion where it consists of anatomy, physiology, biology, and chemistry. And last is like the grammar, which the grammar is okay. I'm fine with that. But we'll see. I will. I'll go and stop talking. And since I'm not a good speaker, but I want to continue to try to talk. And hopefully, I can go and start posting more videos. So just go enjoy the ride.
If you guys are watching, don't forget to look into my channel and watch the games that I have there. I'll be uploading hopefully pretty soon. If you guys are here, just go ahead and like the video. Help me out try to reach to what was it, 100 subscribers. Those of you who did, thanks. 3 is better than nothing. I appreciate it. gonna give this a like if you guys are, gonna just watch out. If you don't mind, it'll help me out a lot. Thank you. Sure. Where does your mom live? And I'll crash over there. If you guys are just barely watching now, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. It'll help me out. Thank you. If you guys just joined, just go ahead and like my video if you don't mind. It'll help me out and greatly appreciate it. Thanks. Later. Later.
Well, hopefully you guys enjoy the ride. Another big cutting it quits here, because I'm not trying to show you guys where I live. All right, guys, have a good night. Thank you. I'm gonna give the video a thumbs up, and hopefully we do it next time for a ride, guys. Good night. Peace.